as we continue our exciting 3-day adventure through the Victorian High Country, which started at Mansfield and finishing at Dargo. In part 2, we'll be visiting the Howitt Hut, tackling some of the best tracks like Zeka Spur Track, Wonnangatta Track, Wombat Range Track, Cynthia Range Track, and the Crooked River Track. In the Victorian High Range, you leave your windscreen wipers up and your handbrake off, because if you don't, they'll be stuck on in the morning. Look how cold it is. The whole front of my car's icy. It was an early rise on the third day, as I wanted to watch the sunrise and get an early start, as it was going to be a big day on the tracks. I made a quick coffee and then set off on the Howitt Plains Road towards the hut, which is only 4 kilometres away. Alright, I just arrived at Howitt Plains Hut. It's about 8:30 in the morning, it's about 3 degrees. As you can see, all the ground is very frosty and it's all crunchy to stand on. Another big fireplace. A little smaller than the other ones, but I say that this place would be very warm in the winter with that big fire going right there. Can of EB and some classic Campbell's chunky beef and veggies and some baked beans. I'm assuming they're for the hikers that come through here. Just some spare food for those blokes and ladies. Alright, so day 3, starting the Zeka Spur Track. I just went to Howitt Plains Hut just before, and yeah, not too bad. So Zeka Spur Track, we'll see how we go. Some of these hairpins on the Zeka Spur Track are insane. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but have a look at this. I might not show it that good on camera, but I'm sitting pretty level and you can see the inside corner is just super steep, and you can see if it's wet at all, it'd just be insane. So obviously come on the outside a little bit, make it easier. I'll come up here, I'll give you a better view. Have a look at that. Probably doesn't look as hard on the video camera, but in real life, you know, between just there and down here is like a massive drop. You wouldn't want to go too close. You'd want to come around the outside here. So I've just found a natural beehive. I can watch all the bees are coming back into there. I won't go too close. I was hoping I wouldn't get stung. Alright, so that was a Zeka Spur track. That was actually a fun little track. Passed a few cars on there, and yeah, it's actually quite fun. Probably one of my favourite ones at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, that's the Zeka track there, and that goes down to Myrtleford, down the Wonnangatta Track there. So we'll be heading this way here, Wonnangatta Track, towards the Wonnangatta station. So it should be pretty good. It's bloody cold though. So we've just come to the end of the Wonnangatta Track, and now we're at the crossroads of the Humphrey River Track and the Wombat Range Track. So see how we go. So we're going to head up this way as well. So there's the tight turn to get up and do it. There's no muck around at Wombat Range Track. Check this out. Can't really probably tell on here, but it goes straight up. The start of Wombat Track was already pretty intense. I was first and second gear low, just trying to get up over the hill just here, flattens off just here, and then it just goes straight up again. So we'll see how we go. The old 4-wheel drive had its work cut out for it this time. Alright, so I headed down Cynthia track and then jumped onto the Crooked River track and made myself down to and then time was running short. I had to get in here before dark. I want to get a fire going. As you can see, I've got a fire there. I just wanted to get in here, so I didn't do much filming between there and here. And I've stopped off at Black Snake Creek camp. I'm the only one here again, so this is good. So yeah, so today was a big day. I'm pretty tired. Some pretty gnarly sections. Gnarly as in not running a winch, single solo person, single vehicle. So obviously has a lot more risks involved if you do something wrong or something goes pear-shaped. But anyways, had a great time. Loved it. Hands down, I think Wombat Track is my favourite at the moment. That was hair-raising. As soon as you get out of the Wonnangatta Track straight up into Wombat, those massive climbs up that spur line to the top of the hill. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that in the wet. I was just lucky today it was dry, and I was running 4 low, either second gear I think it was, maybe third occasionally, but definitely second gear 4 low, and I got up there nicely. I'm running 18 PSI on my tyres, so just look after those tyres and get a bit of extra grip. It was great. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a couple of bevies tonight and make up some dinner. It's not as cold tonight. I think it's probably about 7 or 8 degrees at the moment. So yeah, I'll sit back and just enjoy this fire for a while. The next morning I did my usual morning routine of making coffee and some breakfast. I checked out the Wonnangatta River, which is right beside my campsite. After about a 30-minute drive, I finally arrived at the Dargo Pub. Thank you for joining me on this epic 3-day adventure. If you liked my adventures, feel free to subscribe and follow me on my further adventures.